A few weeks ago, many of us got tossed into the deep end of the digital ocean and told to swim as organizations around our region and across the country shifted from work to work at home and online learning. Some were more prepared than others, but everyone has been navigating unfamiliar seas. Now there's an app for that created by PwC, the global accounting and consulting firm, to help all of us upskill our digital fitness, and it's free. Justin Kaufman is PwC's office managing partner in Pittsburgh, and welcome. Good to see you.
Hey, Bill. Thanks for having me and PwC on today.
Yeah, I don't know what's the bigger story here. The release of this powerful new tool to help all of us get smarter about our digital lives, or the newscast you produced from your basement with your kids as part of the global launch of this product, which has gone viral around the world.
We had 200,000 views of my son Evan and daughter Mia filming a news broadcast. Well, we can't compete with you, of course, but they had a lot of fun, and we've hit 50 plus countries.
That is amazing. Well, it shows the power of the internet, the power of just the digital technologies we're talking about here. What's the idea behind the app itself?
Well, I think it's, taking a step back and just the broad context, we've been talking about digital transformation for 10 plus years at least. And if you think about telemedicine and grocery store delivery and pickup, which I know you talked about a few weeks back, those things were taking years, and yet we've now found ourselves in digital acceleration for the last 45 days, things that used to take years. So, if you take that as the backdrop of all this, PwC around 5 years ago, we realized that we had to get out in front when it comes to digital. We realized that people are obviously our most important asset as a professional services firm, and we had to give them the technology and the tools and what we call digital upskilling, which we'll obviously could talk about some of that content shortly. But that was really what preceded all this, was to make sure that our people were really upskilled for the future of work.
Yeah, and you did it through an app, and I did download it, and it's amazing how much information is embedded in this thing across the whole sweep of how digital technologies touch our lives, our work lives, and even our personal lives.
Well, it's interesting. You mentioned the ocean earlier. If you search for any type of technology today on the internet, you can get lost pretty quickly. And with this app that we, put considerable investment into, it's one app where you pretty much log in, you take your own digital assessment, you understand where you are on your own, from a curriculum standpoint, and it starts to serve up everything from artificial intelligence to machine learning to even smart home technology, right? So it's not just some of the corporate speak, but it's also things that you can use in the home and in your personal life.
And it does. When I first heard about this, I thought, well, this is great. Employers will be able to assess their competence and capacity for digital operations. But this is really for your employees too, to help make them better and more successful.
Listen, at the end of the day, it's our employees that drive the future of work and our workforce. So it was meant for them personally. And then, of course, there's a benefit to us as an organization and our clients to be out in front. And we want to make sure that we're leading when it comes to digital, that we help organizations. As I said earlier, 45 days, the velocity of what we've seen from transformation has been, truly amazing, obviously in a challenging time.
And so this was a product originally for PwC, but you're kind of just throwing it out there to the world right now.
Well, we realized that we have to do our part. I think as we all have seen what's been going on, it's quite terrible, as we all know. And, where could we, step in and play a role? And we thought that people are now, significant remote working from home, doing their part. So we figured, why not give them some education that we could just roll out very easily, and people could take it and go at their own pace.
Well, it's a terrific tool, and hopefully people will take advantage of it. If they want to download it, if they want to use it, how do they find it? How do they get their smartphone on it?
Well, obviously they could go to pwc.com, but as well, the Apple and Google stores have it. So you can get it as quick as possible on your home devices. So we're quite happy about that.
Well, it's really exciting. Congratulations to everybody at PwC for making it happen, and congrats to you and your kids for spreading the word globally through the internet.
Hey, Bill, do you have 2 summer internships? I'd love to send them to you for 6 to 8 weeks.
It's nice to know they're in the pipeline. Justin Kaufman, managing partner in Pittsburgh for PwC. Thanks so much.
Thanks for having me.
Well, we return a homegrown technology that's helping seriously ill coronavirus patients breathe easier. Please stay with us.